In today's fast paced business environment, it's more important than ever to have a strategic management process in place. In this video, we'll be discussing the 7-step process of strategic management and providing practical examples of how it has helped businesses to stay ahead of the competition. Step 1. Establish the mission, vision, and values. This involves defining the purpose and direction of the organization and the principles that guide its actions. The mission statement should answer the question of what the organization is all about and why it exists. The vision statement should provide a picture of what the organization aims to achieve in the future, while the value statement should define the principles and beliefs that the organization stands for. For example, Walmart's mission is to help people save money so they can live better, while its vision is to be the world's leading retailer. Its values include customer focus, respect for individuals, and striving for excellence. Step 2. Conduct an external analysis. The next step is to conduct an external analysis to identify the opportunities and threats in the industry and market. This involves analyzing the macro and micro environmental factors that affect the organization, such as economic, technological, social, and political factors. The external analysis helps the organization to understand the competitive landscape and identify opportunities to grow and expand. For example, Google's external analysis involves analyzing the search engine market competition from other search engines, as well as emerging technologies that may impact the search engine industry. Step 3. Conduct an internal analysis. The third step is to conduct an internal analysis to identify the organization's strengths and weaknesses. This involves analyzing the organization's resources, capabilities, and competencies to identify areas where it has a competitive advantage and areas where it needs to improve. The internal analysis helps the organization to understand its own capabilities and identify areas where it can improve its performance. For example, Toyota conducted an internal analysis to identify its strengths in lean manufacturing and quality control, as well as weaknesses in product design, which led to a focus on improving its design capabilities. Step 4. Formulate the strategy. The fourth step is to formulate the strategy by leveraging the insights gained from the external and internal analysis. This involves identifying the goals and objectives of the organization and developing a plan of action to achieve them. The strategy should be based on the organization's strengths and should be designed to take advantage of the opportunities identified in the external analysis. For example, Tesla formulated a strategy to differentiate itself in the automotive industry by focusing on electric vehicles, renewable energy, and autonomous driving technology. Step 5. Implement the strategy. The fifth step is to implement the strategy by allocating resources, setting priorities, and establishing processes. This involves putting the plan into action by mobilizing resources, communicating with stakeholders, and implementing the necessary changes. The implementation of the strategy requires the involvement of all stakeholders and requires effective communication and coordination to ensure that the strategy is implemented successfully. For example, Amazon implemented a strategy to dominate the e-commerce industry by investing heavily in its logistic infrastructure, expanding its product offerings, and improving its customer experience. Step 6. Monitor and evaluate performance. The sixth step is to monitor and evaluate performance by setting performance metrics and tracking progress against them. This involves measuring the effectiveness of the strategy and making adjustments as needed to ensure that the organization is on track to achieve its goals. For example, Apple monitors and evaluates performance by tracking revenue growth, market share, and customer satisfaction scores, and making adjustments to its product and marketing strategies as needed. Step 7. Reassess and adjust the strategy. The final step is to reassess and adjust the strategy based on performance feedback and changes in the external environment. This involves continuously monitoring the external and internal environment and making adjustments to the strategy as needed to ensure that the organization remains competitive and achieves its goals. For example, Microsoft has made adjustments to its strategy by shifting its focus from hardware to software and by investing in cloud computing and artificial intelligence technology. Process of strategic management is a cyclical process, and the organization should continuously revisit and revise its strategies to ensure that it is responsive to changes in the environment and achieves its long-term goals. Thanks for watching my video.